Hello everybody, and welcome back to another collection video. And for today's collection video, I'm going to be doing the 2023 edition of my Tony Hawk game collection. As you can see, I have plenty to go through, so let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to start with the game that started it all, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. This is the Dreamcast version. And this is the one that I primarily play now. I had this first, the N64 version. I got this in middle school, but then I decided to get the Dreamcast version because I heard that those versions are superior to the N64 counterparts. But here is the N64 version. Next up is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for Dreamcast, also superior to its N64 counterpart, at least in my opinion. Just has better graphics, better controls, and just a better overall game feel, including the soundtrack. Here's the N64 version. This one I had growing up, so you can see it has some wear and tear. And then honorable mention, I decided to include this just for fun. This is the Dreamcast Volume 6 demo disc that has Pro Skater as a demo. And this was my first introduction to not only Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but also the Tony Hawk franchise as a whole. So, take the disc out real quick. That's what it looks like. But as you can see, there's other demos on here. But I wanted to include this just because it had the demo for the first Pro Skater. Next up, here is Pro Skater 3 for GameCube. I believe in the last collection video I made, the cover art was printed, and because I didn't have the official cover art for the game, or an official case, because the game disc came from GameStop, and it was in one of those plastic sleeves, but I was able to find a copy on eBay of the case with the official cover art itself, without the game, so I decided to put the disc in this case, so now it's more official and much better, so there's that. And then here is the N64 version of Pro Skater 3. I actually got this recently because I was interested in picking it up. And this is the last game for N64 released in the US. So, pretty cool. It's a very rare kind of collector's item, but it's also, you know, a very rare game. But I am glad to have it. Next up is Pro Skater 4 for GameCube. Next up, here are two editions of Tony Hawk's Underground. Here's the GameCube version. I did not grow up with this version. I didn't get this till years and years after it came out. So I cannot say I grew up with this version. I did grow up with this version, the Game Boy Advance version. Next up is Tony Hawk's Underground 2. I did grow up with this game. This is the GameCube version, of course. In terms of the games that I grew up with, I'll just say this real quick. I grew up with N64, the N64 version of Pro Skater 2, the demo disc that contained Pro Skater, the GameCube version of Pro Skaters 3 and 4, and Underground 2, and the Game Boy Advance version of Underground. And I also grew up with the 2 DS games, which I'll get to in a second. Next up is American Wasteland for GameCube. Just like the GameCube version of Underground, I did not get this game until years and years after it came out. Here are the 2 DS games. Here's American Skateland. This is the portable version of American Wasteland. And I do have the cases for these 2 games. I did feature those in the last collection video I made on these games, but I was too lazy to dig them out, so I'm just showing the actual cartridges themselves. And then here's the other one, Downhill Jam. I believe there's a Nintendo Wii version that I'm kind of interested in, but that's the DS version. And then lastly, the 2 PlayStation games that I own. Here is Pro Skater 5 for PlayStation 4. And yes, this is not a good game, but I do have gameplay footage of this game on my channel if you want to check that out. But this game is fun. Pro Skater 1 and 2 for PlayStation 5. I used to have the PlayStation 1 or the PlayStation 4 version, but I upgraded to the PS5 version because of OCD tendencies. Plus I wanted some more extra content and whatnot and better quality graphics, so there's that. So that is everything. That is my Tony Hawk collection as of May of 2023 in the 2023 edition. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like I said, I will see you all next time.